Hi folks, welcome to Chiefkirk Outdoors. On my last video, I showed you a new toy that I got that a buddy of mine made for me and how well that this thing works. And it's real easy. This is jute twine dipped in wax. Candle wax I think is what he used, but I'm not real sure. And all you have to do is light this. You can use your Bic lighter, or this will light with a ferro rod, which I did in my last video, light it with a ferro rod. And this is real handy because now you can take this, and with this burning, you don't have to worry about it burning your fingers. And you can put it in there and hold it as long as you want to get that less than dry tinder started. And that works like a charm. I like that. And I was curious if you could light it with a Flint and Steel. And I tried, I couldn't do it. Not this. Not with the wax on it. Now if it wasn't wax, you probably could. So with that in mind, what I did was, just a few minutes ago, I made my own. And this is it right here. This is a wick for a lamp, kerosene lamp. And what I did was I took this shell here, what's left of it, is a straight wall shell, and it's a little longer. It's a new caliber, and I'm not familiar with it. I've never used it. My son just bought this for his wife to deer hunt with. I believe it's a 350 caliber. Don't quote me on that. I think that's what it is. I'd never seen one before, and I thought, that might work real good. So what I did was, I took this and put it in here. Now it fits kind of tight, which can be a good thing because it'll keep it from sliding out. Also can be just a little bit aggravating thing. You may, depending on the size of your wick, you may want to go up to a, I have a 44 in the house, and I may use that. Now what I did was I went ahead, and you'd want to do this, I went ahead and took my Bic lighter. I keep saying Bic lighter because that's a common term, but here's what I actually use. This is a cricket lighter, and the reason I use this instead of a Bic lighter is because every bit of this will pop right out of there, and you can replace the flint in this if you want to, and you can also refuel it. It has a place there in the end, and you can refuel this thing. So it's handier than a Bic lighter, and I like this a lot, and that's what I carry. But I almost got off subject. What I did was I went ahead and lit this and let it burn for just a minute, and then pulled it back in there, snuffed it out. Now I'm hoping it will light with a forgive me folks, not speaking right, with a Flint and Steel. I'm hoping it will. And if it will, then I will attempt to stick it in here and light this tinder bundle, which I use in my shredded paper, which is kind of damp because I keep it in the basement. We'll see how that works, but you'll get the gist of it anyhow. Now here's a little piece of rhyolite from this area, and of course the wind will pick up just as I start to do this. I don't know if that'll help it or hurt it. Wind is blowing wind's coming from that direction, so I'm going over on this side, and I'm pretty sure you can still see it. We'll find out if this will work or not. And it did. This is lit. Now the trick is, see if I can get this lit with it. We have fire. And we'll pull that back up and snuff it out. How about that, folks? And that feels kind of good. All right. That works. And we'll put my finger over the end of it just to make sure that it's snuffed out all the way. But it usually does snuff itself out when you pull it back in there. So, if you've got these two items in your toolbox, it makes life a little easier. Now, before, I had to make char cloth and keep it dry and make sure I've got plenty of it. Well, this thing right here, I don't have a clue how long that will last, but I'm guessing a pretty good while. Worked pretty good, I thought. So, flint and steel, ferrocerium rod, or Bic lighter, cricket lighter, match. It's another thing too. You know, matches, they go out real quick. But if you light this with it, it's only going to take one match. And then you can use this as your extended match. Thanks for joining me on this experiment. I don't know about you, but I'm real pleased with the results. I think this is pretty doggone handy. Now, because my awesome pal made this for me, I'm going to give him this one. So, I hope I give it to him before he sees the video. So, anyhow, God bless you. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to tell somebody you love them, because they may not be here tomorrow. Till next time.